Rolling off the successful ousting of Harvard President Claudine Gay, because we know it really wasn't about plagiarism, far-right activist Chris Rufo has published what he calls a manifesto for the counter-revolution. I prompted ChatGPT with "write self-victimization white grievance essay" and got almost the same exact result. If you don't know Rufo, congratulations! He's been raging a war against critical race theory for years, without ever really explaining what CRT actually is, because that's how he plays the language game. If he can provoke the media to redefine terms on his ground, he can further manipulate his followers' understandings of those terms, regardless of how ill-defined they actually are. This is the whole CRT tells white people they suck bullshit, which A, some of us do, Chris, and B, read up on the actual ideology before commenting. This is the same dude who was hired by a Hungarian government-funded conservative think tank to give lectures on CRT and LGBTQ+ propaganda, because Hungary is a great blueprint for democracy. In his little blog post, Rufo wants the American right to focus on 3 domains: language, institutions, and ends. And he calls his fellow culture warriors to engage in agitprop, because we know how appealing right-wing political art is. One line in his blog post really gives away the game. The current regime has poured trillions into welfare programs, ideological production, family recomposition, and psychotherapeutic intervention, but Americans are more miserable than ever. Translation: the reason for our continued depression and anxiety in America is because too many food stamps and DEI trainings, and because family just doesn't mean one man and woman anymore. The pharmacological reference here is a bit weird, but it reminds me of the whole "guns don't kill people, kids who take pills kill people" reference that comes from the right. The post is on a blog, I'm not kidding you, called I Am 1776, if you're wondering where these revisionist historians' references come from, because that was a great time for racial and gender diversity in America. All of Rufo's bluster about the demise of America are provably false, but this isn't about facts. He doesn't include any footnotes in his blog post. It's only about vibes and about capturing the part of the electorate that he wants in order to secure power. And that means distorting language to suit their own ends, not reflect the reality of a diverse population, which is why a lot of us actually like America. I'm reminded of Loretta Ross's theory of the circles of influence. Work with those you agree with or mostly agree with. Sometimes work with strange bedfellows when you have issues of utmost importance, and stamp out people like white nationalists and Christian nationalists. I'm not saying Rufo is there, but he's certainly tapped into their language here. And he's definitely trying to reshape America into a mold that we left behind a long time ago for good reason. 1776, fucking idiots.